What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Assetto Corsa Rally. I got a chance to play this game a little early. Thank you to Supernova Studios for sending over a copy so I can review the game. This is actually going to be a game review. I'm going to be talking a little bit about this game whilst I'm showing you guys some gameplay in the background on how this game operates and works and everything like that. Now, in the video itself, I'm only going into like a bit of like free play just so I can drive around and test some cars out and test some of the physics out in this game as well. And this was kind of technically just supposed to be a little bit of just extra gameplay in the background. I didn't really want to go into a lot of stuff and a lot of detail in this due to the fact that I wanted to actually make multiple videos on this game. But I do know how all of this stuff works because I've obviously read about it and I've clicked into it in the game itself. But in the background, you guys are just going to watch a little bit of free play. But it should showcase quite a lot of things, which I'm going to talk about in today's video. So this video isn't sponsored, by the way. I want to make sure that's clear. So I'm not biased towards the game and I'm biased towards the company. I'm not being paid to make a review on this game or anything like that. I just got a free copy for the game to play a little bit early, and you know, I can make videos on the game if I really want to, right? But I do want to make videos on this game. That is the sole purpose of me wanting a copy of this. So I got the game. The game should be out right now for everybody to buy on Steam. So it's only out on Steam at the moment. I don't know if it's going to be coming out on console in the future. Don't know. There's no plans. There doesn't seem to be any plans for it to be coming out anywhere near the consoles in the future. Maybe once the full game is released, but because the game is being released in early access at the moment. So I think over the next year and a half, they want to have everything released for this game. So there's a bunch of cars in the game, which you guys should have seen up on the screen. And there's a couple of tracks as well in the game that you guys should have seen as well. So in today's video, I want to go through basically a bunch of different stages of this. I want to go through the detail first, right? That's the very first thing I want to talk about. I think there's a lot of attention to detail in this game. Once you start seeing me driving around and everything like that, and you start seeing you know, panels falling off of my car from crashing, or you know, doors or boot lid like not closing properly anymore, and then it comes also to the crashing physics as well, where stuff like you know, mechanical parts stop working the way they're supposed to be working as well. So the attention to detail is definitely there when it comes to you know, stuff like that happening whilst you're rallying. Of course, it's a big part in the whole rally thing, right? But the rally world, right, where cars crash all the time, they hit things and all that sort of stuff. And of course, you're constantly driving at really, really high speeds on very uneven terrain. So stuff like, you know, mechanical parts are bound to break at some point. And in this game, they definitely made that work. Like that is a thing that happens in this game. I think later on with the Lancia that you see me driving around up on the screen, I think I end up breaking my turbo as well, so that doesn't work as well as it was earlier. And then a lot later in the actual run itself, I end up breaking some of my shocks. I think my rear shocks got broken. And basically my car was just bouncing up and down with the rear end. Like, it was just funny to drive. But it's cool that is the thing that happens with this game like that. So the attention to detail is definitely there. I mean, even, you know, just exploring the car itself and actually opening the doors and looking at the interior and the exterior, and you know, what goes on, and you know, in the engine bay and everything like that. So it's all there, and the attention to detail is very, very good. Now, here's something that I really want to talk about with this game, is that I've played this game on a controller. This is a big thing for me because what I want people to realize is when games are being released, especially racing games, the majority of the population that are going to be playing these games are going to be on controller, right? Especially if you release it on the PC, I think there's going to be a big portion of people that want to try and play this game on a keyboard and mouse, right? But the mass population will be on a controller. PlayStation, Xbox, whatever, you can have like a dodgy one that you bought for like, you know, a $5 off of somewhere. It doesn't matter, right? As long as you're able to play racing games on a controller, then I'm very happy, right? And that's exactly what I love about this game already. Like, I haven't even played that much on it. I've played maybe like an hour of this game. I love it. If you want to see some proper wheel gameplay, I'm assuming that the Slap Train, which obviously is an OG on the scene, I'm assuming he's going to be making a lot of content on this game, or at least some content on this game on a wheel. He has a bunch of different types of wheels that obviously he can test out himself. I'm definitely more of like a controller player. I do have a wheel. I am probably going to set this up at some point and play this game on a wheel as well, just so I can test that out. But the whole like thing with Assetto Corsa is that in the past, like a long time ago, especially with the very first version of the Assetto Corsa, you didn't really have, you know, the capability of playing on a controller that's kind of good, right? It was just kind of sort of just there as like a secondary thing that you can kind of maybe do a little bit, like, but it was very, very difficult, and they definitely never had it in mind that this game was going to be played on a controller. Like, it was like a wheel-only type of game, and obviously the simulation type of the game itself, like, you wanted the game to be as realistic as possible on a wheel, right? That is the whole purpose of it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you can make a game like this and you can have the simulation there for the wheel, so you can play it on a wheel and the game is super, super realistic and very, very good, such as what I'm assuming Assetto Corsa, sorry, what I'm assuming Assetto Corsa Rally is like on a wheel. Playing it on a controller should not be like a scratched. Like, it shouldn't just be like thrown in the bin. You should still be able to have a game's physics engine that works on a controller. And I'm here to say that I love it. It works so well on controller. I feel like the driving physics are perfect. Perfect. They could have made it so they're, you know, a little bit like worse, and, you know, they kind of seem a little bit more realistic, but the assistance that you get on a wheel, and I don't mean like, you know, like assistance as in like traction control and ABS and all that sort of stuff. If you know what I'm talking about, obviously when you turn the left stick to the left or to the right, you're basically going full lock very, very quickly if there are no assists going on, or trying to make the car, you know, not go full lock to full lock instantly. If you've played any other game that doesn't have controller assistance for their cars in the games, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Whereas this does, and I think the assistance is perfect. Playing with manual is perfect. I haven't had to change a single setting in this game, and it was already set up to the way I play my games usually on a controller. It was perfect. Genuinely perfect. I loved it, and I don't think I'm going to change any settings anyway when I start playing this game even more on this. I loved it on a controller. Car sounds so good. I mean, you can already probably tell from the background of this of the video right here. The car sounds really, really good. When you're in the front, you can hear the intakes, you can hear you know, the diff and the transmission and everything. Like, you can hear the whininess and everything. When you're in the back, you can hear obviously the anti-lag and everything like that. Like, it's really, really good. There's not really a lot of cars in this game yet for us to kind of go through and test every single one, you know, in a lot of detail, so we can see how realistic all of the car sounds. But there's a bunch of cars in this game that we can probably test out, so I will be making some more videos. We also have different types of rally cars as well that are going to be introduced to this game. We have front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, and all wheel drive also going to be in the game. We also have professional co-drivers. How sick is that? They actually got actual people to voice the co-drivers in the game as well, which is very, very sick. Game modes that are to be expected. I'm reading this off of this because we only have maybe like a couple of them already in the game right now as you're playing. The game was to be expected. We have rally racing, obviously. We have a career mode as well. We also have time attack. We also have a set of course rally challenges. We also have a rally school, and then we'll also have an online multiplayer as well. So there's a whole thing here that they're going to be releasing over the next, like I said, 18 months, a year and a half. So it should be an interesting time to see where this game actually goes. So genuinely, I haven't been excited for a rally game for a very, very long time. I saw footage of this, or I saw a trailer or images of this, and I was like, I'm very much interested in playing this game. So I think when it comes out, obviously I was going to play it. And the lovely people over at Supernova Studios obviously decided to send me a code for me to try and play this. So I'm thankful for that. This game is also not full price, like AAA title price. It comes out on Steam for $30, €30, £25, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. I don't know, it depends on where you are in the world, but basically it doesn't come out as a full thing. But again, it doesn't come out as a full game. It comes out in early access, and they're going to constantly drip feed content into this game. So it's up to you if you want to buy a game like this, I mean, or if you want to pay for a game like this. Like, again, it's not everybody's cup of tea. You know, a lot of people want the game to be finished from day one. A lot of people don't really want to buy into an early access game. So it's up to you if you want to wait or not. But in my opinion, this game is quite fun, but it definitely needs to, you know, be constantly updated and constantly getting stuff added into this game, because once you finish and you start getting all of the medals and you've basically driven all of the cars, then there's not really much to do. So they have to constantly keep adding stuff into this game for it to actually, you know, do well. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for today's video. thank you everybody for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know that it's not really like a very in-depth, you know, driving review of this game, but I will be making some more videos on this, and I will be talking a little bit about more. I'm also going to be trying to stream a little bit of this game, I think, in one of my streams, and that will be on Twitch, twitch.tv/dubsmb. Link to that will be down in the link tree in the description. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, then of course subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you guys in the next one. That's it. Assetto Corsa Rally from me gets 2 thumbs up. I'm enjoying this game so far, so I will definitely be playing more. Alright, I'll see you guys in a bit. Goodbye, everyone.